thoughts this morning, guys. Welcome to another show. What's going on, people? What's going on? We're gonna have a little discussion this morning, guys. Welcome, morning thoughts. Wait for some people to log in, and we are live. We are live, guys. Thanks for joining me, guys. We're gonna talk about all of these things going on in the news, man. There's a lot of things going on that we have to keep up with, but it's not looking good, guys. There's a lot of things in the news, especially with the Jay-Z. You know what I mean? A lot of people have a lot of we've seen a lot of people coming out now in the woodworks, guys. We've seen a lot of people coming out. You know what I mean? Listen, I believe, I believe that the FBI, they 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 are aware of a lot of things, guys. They did one on record and say that whoever have information about this they gave people time, guys, and people, there's rumors going around for a minute that people paying people off to be quiet, people covering their trails, paying off people. It's a mess right now in Hollywood, especially in the music industry right now. Man, there's a lot of allegations. These are all allegations. We are all innocent until we're proven guilty in a court of law. But all of these things are all allegation, guys. But if one thing you know about allegation, the government take a look at it. The FBI will look at it, guys. And the FBI, they going back 24 years, guys. 2020, 24 years. I don't know, guys. They could pull video surveillance, phone records, because the year 2000, we were at the technology 24 years ago. It was about to go into, so they're probably going to pull phone records, texts, see what's going on, who's involved. People, this, there's a lot of unanswered questions. And, especially in our black communities, guys, we know the truth. And that is my topic this morning, guys, because over the years, we be hearing rumors started way back about R. Kelly, um, Aaliyah, and this is going back, I remember Dapper Dan. People don't understand. All the answers that we're looking for is there. Dapper Dan went on record a couple years ago, not a couple months ago, when this P. Diddy thing was coming up, and Dapper Dan was talking about, and Dapper Dan is 80 years old, guys. And Dapper Dan said this behavior didn't start today. This was going on way before his generation. And Dapper Dan is 80, or Dapper Dan is 80-year old fashion designer, 80 years old, guys. And he knew P. Diddy parents, and he was saying that these behaviors been going on for a very long time. And he's 80, so, and he said it been going on, so it been going on for maybe hundreds of years in our community. So what you're seeing now, people get into power, people get into positioning, people get into making money, big. I'm talking about big time money, and for some reason, man, they got corrupt. They are not the same person that they were when they started out in the music industry, because guess what? For fame and money, these people have to do with certain things. And over the years, guys, over the year in our community, if you look at it, we know the truth, guys. We know the truth. We know the truth. The rumors in our community for years and years and years, we had a rumor about Jay-Z. It was all the way up that. The rumors about Jay-Z, guys. Rumors about Jay-Z, rumor about R. Kelly, rumor about what you call it, P. Diddy, all of these, they're just rumors in our community. People talk. Our community, see, one thing that we understand, we could all go on social media and talk this our perspective, but I'm trying to bring a different perspective on our point of view, a black person point of view, what going on in our community, what I know, what things I've been hearing over the years in our community. People, there was a lot of talking years ago about R. Kelly, Deshaun, P. Diddy, or whoever, all these people, these are all allegations, but the rumors were there for years. Rumors in the street, especially in our black community. The rumors was there. People said, oh yeah, and all of these things that coming out, no, it's not surprising to me because when you go to the barbershop, especially in our community, I'm getting real this morning, real talk. I'm not coming here with no excellence of speech and words and trying to be, being respectful and being professional to my best of my ability. But I'm not going to come on social media and trying to come with you guys with excellence of speech and this and use words and this and all type of think we are educated people. At the end of the day, when in our community and we establish these things in our community, the church and barbershop, those are the two informed or information that we always listen to through the grapevine, and majority of the time the grapevine are 100% right. You know what I mean? Not 100% right, like everything word for word, but when it comes down to what's going on in Hollywood, in the communities, entertainers, who is doing what, we are aware, we know the truth. And so this morning, man, I just want to speak more, get a little more insight and on this art Jay-Z case, man. And there is a lot of unanswered questions. And this guy, good morning, Rainy. Good morning, Sandy. Good morning, Rainy. Yeah, good morning. Hey, yard, what's going on? I'm here, man. I'm here. Thank you for the like. Press the like button, guys. So we just speaking this morning, a real talk, Thursday vibes, speaking about what's going on in the community, in the black community. We know the truth, what's going on. And now we're gonna get talk about a little about Jay-Z, but be respectful because these are all allegations. And I want to speak about Stephon A. Smith went on the record, put his reputation on the line, talking about he know Jay-Z for 25 years. He could vouch. In other words, you could give a reference, you vouch for this man and nothing like that. Let me tell you something, guys. Real talk. No one know what I do behind closed doors. I don't know what the other person do behind closed doors. When you think you know a person, because money and fame will change a person. All of a sudden, I believe, this is my input. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. You don't like this black community, white community, but the facts, it is what it is. It separate people in group, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, let me tell you something. Yes, listen, my kids are half Japanese, right? My kids are half Japanese, right? So I'm not saying, oh, I'm not saying that, oh, I'm against other ethnic group, but the real talk and the reality is that there is everyone in their community or culture have different belief, different teaching, different food, different dressing, different everything, different. But guess what? We are one people, but we are separate. We are one people, but separate cultures and different things that we do in our communities. I cannot speak. I'm sure there's issue in the Asian community. I'm sure there's issue in the Caucasian community. I'm sure there's issues in the black community. I'm sure there's issue in the Hispanic community or Latino community. There are issues everywhere. There's issues everywhere. But what it is, at the end of the day, each community are separate. And over the years, I cannot speak for no other community. I am not Asian, I am not Caucasian, and I'm not a Spanish. Even though we are one race, yes, but I am not neither. I could only speak from my perspective as a black person, my point of view. I can't speak for nobody else. It's supposed to be when you speak, supposed to be human race in general, but unfortunately, the world do not look at it like that. I understand the world don't look at it like that. The world separate people just like religion separate people. So therefore, entertainment separate people, put people in different category and group cause power. Depends on what you want to do. I wish all people could get on each other about. Yeah, that's what it is. I believe each culture is to elevate each culture and to tell each other about each other culture what we see. I see a lot of things in the Caucasian community. I see a lot of things in the Spanish or Latino community. I see a lot of things in the Asian community. I see a lot of things and when I say Caucasian, that going with people from Afghanistan and Israel, period. Okay? So now we at this situation where Jay-Z will be investigated or are being investigated by the FBI. Let me tell you something, guys. I believe, this is my point of view, I believe Jay-Z act too quickly and say something that will put him, because his own words will come back and bite him. You know what? Listen to what his statements. He's saying any person, and hear this now. This is all facts to what I'm speaking. Over the last 30 to 35 years, because these men are in their 50s. So they are in the professional of music industry for over 30 years. Because they started young. They started young, maybe in their teens, early 20s, 18, 19. I know Jay-Z was there. People, let me tell you something. According to, you guys have to listen to Professor X. He was from Public Enemy, older gentleman, but have a lot of knowledge of what's going on in hip hop because he used to be in hip hop. Public Enemy, he know what he's talking about. And I listened to his show yesterday, man. He was dropping names. He was dropping people name that people who he was dropping people name and said these are all allegations. He was dropping. All I know is this. In this statement, this young girl, because she's not a woman, I don't know why you have these people, famous people on different different platform, TMZ, addressing this young lady. She's not a young lady at the time of the crime. She was a young girl. She's a young girl at the time of the crime. And you cannot look at this young girl now and think that you're looking that it's the same mind frame that she's now. 37 years old. 24 years later, she was 13, do the math, 37, still a young woman. And she realized that, let me tell you something, guys. Yeah, we want to teach our kids, to say something when something bad happens, somebody do something. Yes, you want it. But listen, there is such thing called as trauma, where I work in that field, especially with teenagers, when things happen, guys, kids, they just don't tell people. Just like a grown adult been assaulted and wait 10 years to tell someone. People is just, we want to tell kids and grown adult when something happened, report it right away. Yes, you want to tell them to report it right away. But on the other hand, guys, you want to, if somebody say something, you don't say they're lying because you never know. You do the proper investigation. And according to this guy Busby, this lawyer Busby, he said he have X, Y, and Z, and he gonna push this he said, let's take it to the court. Let me tell you something, guys. We all forget when the FBI first came out in September and dropped their first statement and said Sean P. Diddy Combs been investigating for decades. Decades. Who did Sean P. Diddy associate himself with for the over 25 to 30 years? Who you see him hanging around with? Videos are floating around online now. And I'm going to tell you who he's hanging around with. Rick Ross, Jay-Z, DJ Khaled, and another gentleman. So you have DJ Khaled, Sean Cole, P. Diddy, Rick Ross, those four. There is a lot of video surfing around. I don't know how these video is coming out all of a sudden, guys. I'm talking about older video getting resurfaced, going viral now. Went viral before, but going viral again because people are seeing things in video like, wait a minute here. The answer was there all along in front of our faces. There is some question to be answered when it comes down to this case. Someone said they drop off this 13-year-old girl at Radio Music City in Manhattan 24 years ago where they had a music awards. Someone dropped her off there in front of Radio City. And she said, according to the information, she said she could not get in. And she noticed that it was some limousine and she walked to the limo and asked and boom, boom, boom. And this person told her that She's a limo driver for P. Diddy, Sean Cole. He will come back and pick her up later. People, I don't know, that story could sit well with anyone. You have people like Stephen A. Jackson, people putting himself on the chopping block for Sean Carter because he said he know this man for 25 years. But this is himself from P. Diddy saying, "Oh, I knew Sean P. Diddy. I met him a couple times. We had but we are not friends, blah, blah, blah." But he went on the record on his podcast 2 days ago, a day ago, and said that he personally know Jay-Z for 25 years, and that brother, that person, he's not like that. The thing that puzzles me with this, that I am not saying this man is innocent or guilty, but the thing I have questions and eyebrows raising. So a limousine driver, so someone dropped her off. Where is this girl parents? Who dropped her off? Who's the limousine driver? Pick her up, took her somewhere else to after party. She said she arrived at the house, and she's giving a description of the house. So let me tell you something, guys. If a person is given a description of a house and how a house look, the driveway, to me, it's saying that they was there. Okay? This is 24 years ago. Internet was just about to explode. Social media, just about. But if the FBI is going back 25 years, guys, the young girl, because she's not a young woman, the young girl said that she got picked up and was taken to a place, and she was given a drink, and she felt woozy, and she wanted to go lay down. At the time, she said that there was 3 persons there, but she definitely identify Sean Combs because the original file saying that Sean P. Diddy sexual assaulted her, and there was 2 other person there, another male and a female. That got me upset with Stephen A. Jackson. Yes, her parents should be dealt with. Whoever dropped her off should be dealt with. Or we know a teenager lying. In those days, people trying to get in places, lying, fake ID, all of that. Trust me, the FBI, people, the FBI are doing their work, guys. Trust me. The same question how a lot of podcasters and people are asking on their platform. I am sure the FBI asked those questions already and asking more questions that we ever think of. All I know is this. She got dropped off. She couldn't get in. She said she noticed that was some limo. She started walking up and asked her, and the person said, "Oh, I know P. Diddy." And all I know, he said that he would come back and pick her up, and she found herself at an after party. A 13-year-old girl is at an after party, and she said when she went there, she was surprised to see the people who was there because she was like, "Oh my God, who's doing what? Bam, bam, bam." She said she went in the room, she lay down, and when this happened. Sean Cole went first, Jay-Z, but she said there was another person, female, who observed and watched the whole thing. And the young girl said that the only way she got away, she punched P. Diddley or whatever in his neck, and she got out and ran out the room half naked. In the middle of a house full of people, she ran out. A 13-year-old little girl ran out half naked, ran to a gas station, called her father. Someone, I don't know if it was a father, mother, whatever, someone picked her up. We don't know if she discussed this with her parents. We don't know, but all I know is this. No one is denying that that girl was there. That's what got my antenna up. And I know lawyers could be very malicious. I know lawyers could be very malicious. But I do not think, I'm going by vibes, guys, discerning. I do not think this lawyer, Bisbee, whatever his name is, would put his lawyer or bar license that this man went to school for how many years and pay how many thousands of dollars. He's going by what someone came to him and told him what happened. And the man is a lawyer, and therefore he took the proper procedure to file paperwork. Also, Bisbee was on Stephen A. Smith podcast a couple months ago or last year or whatever it was. And Stephen A. Jackson asked this man if there is more people on the list that will come out and be exposed. This man said there's people on this list that you will be surprised. These are famous people. And I'm going by what the FBI said. The FBI came out a couple months ago and dropped their first statement and said, whoever is in the mix up in this case and have proof as a witness or whatever, you need to come forward now. No one, maybe they did privately, but to my knowledge, publicly or on platform and on news and on social media, no, to my knowledge, people is leaving the United States instead of coming forward to know what they are aware of what took place in these freak-offs. So right now, I am not going to say this girl is making up a story or say she's lying. Stephen A. Smith is saying that Jay-Z in his statement did not really deny. People don't understand. People don't understand. I believe that statement will come back. You could say a lot of people learned from the R. Kelly because a lot of people came out and support R. Kelly and blah 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 and got burned. This is the case? No, it's a different case. How can you say you are a friend with a person for 30-something years? For half of their adult life, or majority of their life, you know somebody for 30-something years. And your so-called friend that you've been friend for all these years, doing business with, going to parties and do all these different award show, and your friend is in some legal trouble, and you're not even once you come out and made a supporting statement towards your friend if you know your friend. So that's telling that mean you don't know your friend. But here we have Stephen A. Smith come out publicly people, we're going to watch. For years and years and years and years, we used to hear rumors going on in the hood, as figure of speech, as they say, especially with Aliyah. And I have a video on my platform right now with the thumbnail, you see Aaliyah in the middle, Jay-Z, Damon Dash, and P. Diddy. Do your research, people. The answer is there. There is nothing surprising what coming out in the news now, because the answer was always in front of our face, but we never took time to look. Do you know they was fighting over Leah? Leah was only 15 years old, and these was grown-ass men. I said that before, I'm going to say it again. She was only 15 years old, and it was fighting over Leah. Grown-ass man, 25 and 27, or maybe 30 years old, grown-ass man was fighting over Leah. And some of these people in there, I'm not going to say no names. Some of these people, according to history, what's documented on video and history, at the age of these people, they was dating underage girls. One person said, how old was Beyonce when Jay-Z met her? Y'all go do your work. Y'all go do your homework. One thing I gotta know is this. All I know, this young girl wind up at P. Diddy house. How she got there? The limo driver got her there. Someone dropped her off at the Radio City Music in Manhattan 24 years ago. Who dropped her off? Who's the limousine driver? Why are you talking to a 13-year-old girl? Came back, pick up a 13-year-old girl to go to an adult after party, and she said she wound up getting something in her drink. She passed out, and she said she went in the room. When she went in the room, she was assaulted by those two persons that allegedly are being named, and there was a third person there. She said she only gave a description of one person, which was P. Diddy, and there was two other people, a 13-year-old girl in a situation way over her head. She said she'd been drugged, feeling woozy, so she's not in her right mind. She didn't quite remember who, but she know, bam, bam, bam. But she remembered in her first report, guys, that there was 3 individuals there. She mentioned one because she knew of one, but the other two she did not know. Until, I'm assuming, is when she started getting older and start remembering, because people, trauma is a thing like that will let you forget as a kid, because your brain is trying to protect you from that trauma. You don't want to be faced that trauma, so your brain completely shut it off, completely forget about it. It could happen, guys, especially these young girls. Their mind, they've been so traumatized that their mind probably could create another personality, because the real person do not want to face that or they have another personality that could able to, the strong one that could speak on it, because the weak one, she's in the back. So the person with the strong mind will come forth, and that could happen, guys. I work in social service for years, guys, and I've seen a lot of trauma kids that they have been speaking for years, been abusing and all that. And listen. If you pick up an underage girl and take it from A to B, that's trafficking. People, let me tell you something. According to what the limo driver said to the young girl, oh, I know P. Diddy. Oh, he like them young, and you meet his criteria. That's what the limousine people. Yes, this story sound like it's like a story make up for a movie. But one thing, no one is denying that this young girl was at that house. Do you see how that statement this man made most likely could use against him? Because he's saying that whoever this person is, they should be dealt with severely. Professor X said that he read Jay-Z's statement. He's saying that according to what Jay-Z said, we coming from we coming in my we coming from my hood, we don't play that. Professor X said, stop your nonsense. I'm gonna sit back and watch this one. And it's not a good thing to say, oh no. Later on today, I'm gonna show you and make we going live tonight, 8 o'clock with Tasha. We're gonna speak about Big Al. People, all of this what we speaking about for the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month, it coming right back to this word, Big Al. It's a biblical word, and I believe that we're going to do a study on that word, Big Al, 8 o'clock tonight. Some people promise that they're going to be on tonight. We're going to be, no people refuse to listen when they were being warned because it's buzzkill for them. They like music too much. The music make them feel special individually. Yes. I am not saying, I'm going on the record. I am not saying this young girl, she's lying. I'm not saying she's lying. Something happened. Something happened, guys. It's just too much. There are just too much unanswered questions. How a 13-year-old girl could go to a party, run out of the room naked, and no one say anything like, what? So if no one is saying anything, that means it's not the first time they've seen that. They're okay with it because they're all into it. That's the only thing that I could think of. Because there is no way a 13-year-old girl going to have a conversation with a limousine driver, and your conversation from a limousine driver, oh, by the way, I know P. Diddy, you want to go to an after party? A 13-year-old girl? I know young girls lie. Then they have the audacity to say this girl signed a paper, consent. How can a 13-year-old girl sign a paper of consent to what? She's not even legal to sign no type of documents. But she never got a copy of it. And even if she had a copy of it, what you gonna do with a legal consent? You're not even old enough to vote. You're not even old enough to sign yourself out of school. You're 13, you are a baby, you're 13, you need a parent or guardian to make decision for you. So how can you say a 13-year-old young girl sign a paper of consent? All I'm saying, guys, I am not saying this man is innocent, guilty, but there is too much question, and the streets are talking, the black community are talking, the barbershops are talking. Something do not add up here, Jay-Z. It does not add up. It doesn't add up to me. And he never completely denied the charges. I believe the tree is shaking hard. I believe the FBI is shaking branches. They are shaking. And when I look at it now, I realize that since September, Jay-Z haven't said one damn thing. Nothing. And as soon as this case came out, this man jumped on his phone and released a statement. But the statement, everybody's praising him. Oh, it's a good statement, or he's nipped it in the bud. You didn't nip nothing in the bud. I believe you just opened up a can of worms, and the FBI had that can of worm open for a while. Because if you are investigating P. Diddy, as they say, for decades, what that mean? That mean all his friends are being looked at. They are being looked at with a fine comb. A lot of MMA, a lot of commentators on YouTube saying that Jay-Z is next. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying that the FBI, they are doing the work. They're doing the work, and it's a work that people who you think, and the FBI did say people. The FBI said there are people that you were going to be surprised, and there are famous people that you will be surprised. I am not talking about tapes. I'm talking about people who were in cahoots, who knew about it, say nothing, shut their lip, look the other way. Because the FBI did say there was people were lookout people was getting paid in hotels, all of that, guys. So what it is, the FBI is holding Sean Combs because he's the head of the company, he's the CEO, so they're gonna hold him. He's not going nowhere. And I believe whoever next get arrested off of this P. Diddy case will never get bail. We have a MMA fighter, Kobe Covington, said some very strong, disrespectful things against LeBron James. And I did a video yesterday, and I said there should be some type of respect, total respect. Let the FBI do their work. Let the FBI do their work. Whatever our personal feeling, we cannot let our personal feeling interject into this case and express ourselves in a negative way and launch out at these people because we are upset and frustrated at the situation. I get it. I got it, guys. I got it. But we cannot use our voice in a negative way and try to make a point. If you feel that way, you go on your platform and you voice your opinion, but you do not go on the UFC platform. That is why I was upset. You don't use the UFC platform to discuss that type of, or discuss that argument. You don't. You respect your fighter, you respect the organization. But if you, and Dana White do not control his fighters, he's not a dictator, he don't censor them. But in this particular case, if you strongly feel about that, go on your own platform, go on your own social media platform, express how you feel. Come out and say some very, very disturbing and disrespectful things towards LeBron. Even if you feel that way, and this man, that's the way he feels. But can I go around and keep telling people how I feel every day. And Colby Covington, he's a very disrespectful person. He's an MMA fighter, but this man will speak about people's family and kids and wives. So I believe Dana White need to nip this in the bud. This is no place for MMA. You're an MMA fighter. Yes, you have your opinion. Keep it to yourself or go on your platform and you voice them, but you don't use another person's platform to voice something negative towards a person because you're not there for that. Don't use the UFC time to bash someone that you believe is wrong or being allegedly or being accused of something. No. To my knowledge, LeBron had not been accused or anything against him. If it is, let it be. Let the system work. Let the court system work it out. But you do not have the right to go on national TV, use the USC platform to call out someone using profanity, talking about people. It was a disrespectful statement this man made towards LeBron James. No respect. How would Colby Covington feel if someone speak about his mother like that? You know, people don't want to. People always want quick to express themselves. Oh, I'm going to tell you how I feel. And when a person express themselves way back, then they don't know how to handle it. Now it's some type of, oh, you trying to disrespect me or rude. I don't know if LeBron respond back to this man, but even if those statements are true or whatever it is, you let the court decide if this man is innocent and guilty. But right now, this man is not on trial for anything. I don't know what he's trying to start, but Colby Covington, he's a coward, and he fighting Butler this week, and I hope Butler bring it to him and just make sure that he shut his mouth. Shut his mouth. His last fight that he went against Kamaru Usman broke his jaw. Break his jaw again in that fight. That's what you need. Shut him up. Because we don't need to hear talking like that. Because Covington is a very nasty person. Very nasty person. A lot of MMA fighters don't like him because of his character. His demeanor is very, very, very disrespectful. And I pray to God he's not that type of person because he seemed to me he's that type of person. If you know what I'm talking about, guys. But also there is a case in Florida. There's a case in Florida. I think I don't know if it's three brothers, but three business, whatever. They are not caught up, but they all been arrested for sex trafficking. People, what did I say about Florida? What did I say about Florida? What did I say about Florida? It's New York, Jersey, Florida, and California. Follow the money trail. Follow where these people live, especially Hampton, New York, Jersey, California. Those where those people, and in the Catskills, going up there in the Poconos. We had one famous person that used to marry to Elizabeth Taylor. He used to go there and carrying on his freak offs and wind up catching AIDS. And he died from AIDS, which was Rock Hudson died from AIDS. And there was rumors allegedly over the years that Elizabeth Taylor, we don't know. It's all allegations. So, you know, these type of behavior been going on in Hollywood for a very long time. And like I said, I'm not going to be surprised whoever name get caught up or get called out. I'm not going to be surprised, guys, because I believe this is a very, very big case. I believe it's more than what meet the eye. I think there's more people will get exposed and more big names. You know, like I said, Jay-Z, is a big name, very big name in the music industry. You know, controlling people. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is. But It's like I said, especially in our community, especially in the black community, rumors, street rumors, guys, street rumors, barbershop, all of these things you be hearing over the period of years. And majority of the time, when you hear someone speaking in a barbershop and they're giving out information, you listen, and because that is where we, as in our community, we get information, what's going on, we get up to date information. So the barbershops, the hair salons, those places, that is where, and churches, that is where our community gather the most, especially in church. Cause in the clubs, they're not talking about that. They operating on their flesh. So so half of these people, when you hear certain things start come out, guys, you hear the rumors over the years. I remember growing up, I used to hear the rumors about R. Kelly. I remember the rumors about R. Kelly, guys, and we heard the rumors over the years how people um dating underage girls and hanging out with Aaliyah, all them people, Jagger Wright, um who else? Foxy Brown, Little Kim. Then when you look at it, no one is coming out to speak on the P. Diddley, and these people have been friends for years. And the thing that got me pausing, even Jay-Z that know Sean Paul for over 30 and not saying one word. What that's telling you. And soon as this case came out, this man jumped out of the fire, right, as I said, jump out of the frying pan, right in the hot fire. Because I don't believe what this man did, this statement, I believe that statement make it worse, people. Everybody say, oh, the speech was good, trying to cut this out. No. You are not above the law. The FBI is already looking into this. And they're really going back 24 years, guys. And they're looking, and they're looking, and they're looking, and they're looking, and they're looking. They've been looking. Because if they've been looking at P. Diddy for decades, don't you think they've been looking at all his friends, what they've been doing? And the FBI gave these people a lot of time to make them to come clean. Some of these people don't want to come out clean, but what I'm hearing now, and this is a fact, they saying you have a lot of celebrities paying off people. The lawyer, Busbin, that's his name, whatever his name, Busby, I don't know what his name is, God. From what I'm hearing, they're saying that allegedly Jay-Z been paying off victims. So that is why I'm saying, why would a lawyer risk his career to be disbarred? I know there is some crooked lawyers and things like that, but guys, I cannot see a man his age that been a lawyer for so many years with risk to be disbarred. I don't know, guys. There's a lot of questions that have to be answered. A lot of questions. Yeah, listen, Planet. The thing is, people know the truth, but they refuse to acknowledge the truth. And that is a problem with these cases. And that is why I believe a lot of people will get caught up because guess what? Their pride. And we know what the good books say about pride. Pride always come, guys, before someone fall. Pride. TDJ, pride. P. Diddley, pride. This man, when did jail become people have access to computers? No, you want to go ask a judge why you can't have your access to your computer. Other inmate have computer, don't have enough computer, and what? You wait. You wait till the computer is free. Who are you trying to say, oh, you want your computer to be in jail because you need to look up to work with your lawyer? What do P. Diddley, Sean Cole, whatever his damn name is, change his name so many years, trying to beguile people, deceive people with these names, and when it comes down, it's the same Sean Cole. The apple do not fall from the tree. Check his history. So my question is, you've been friend with Jay-Z for so many years, and Jay-Z came once come out and vouch for you, like Stephen A. Smith came out for Jay-Z, but nobody come out and vouch for P. Diddy. I know P. Diddy, he's not like that. No one, not even one person, and no one will come out for Jay-Z as well. Trust my word, no one. And Beyonce is not saying nothing right now because, why? Because don't forget when Jay-Z met Beyonce, she was in Destiny Child. Do the math. Do the math. Do the math. These people love young girls, not women. They love young girls. Did anyone hear anyone come out say anything about Jay-Z since this allegation came out? Did anyone say anything? Everybody now is even more shook, and the antenna is up in the air so high that they don't know what to do. To my knowledge now you're gonna have entertainers who have knowledge of certain things going to start calling the FBI and calling lawyers. Listen, I know this, but I didn't know this. Oh, I know this was going on, but I didn't expect that to go on. Like, people will going to start making deals with the FBI because they don't want their name to come out. They're going to start singing like a bird and say, keep it hush hush. You know, I'm going to get, but don't tell them my name. That is what's going on now, because let me tell you something. You saw what happened to Sean Combs. You saw what happened. No one said. Everybody was like, "Oh my God, let me check my background. Let me clean up my yard because they're coming." And the FBI did warn people: if you have any information, come now. So apparently, no, the pride. Everybody was, I already took care of that. I covered my. Listen, you cannot hide from the FBI. The FBI know every damn thing, guys. They know. Trust me. You think they don't know? They know. They know all that. They know everything up. They knew, the FBI knew about that girl. FBI knew about FBI knew about, they know about Shine situation. They know about all these time P. Diddley name been caught up in the news. Let me tell you something where P. Diddley made his mistake. Let's make his mistake, the downfall. The downfall of Sean Combs. When other people start getting the consequences for his action. Let me say it again. This is downfall of P. Diddy. When other people start feeling the consequences for his actions. So when people start feeling the consequence for his action, you know what they're gonna say? You know what? Man, this man is out of control, and boom, 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 boom. The FBI knew about Sean Cole since he started throwing parties. This was going back in the 90s, guys. And how I come to that conclusion, because the FBI said that they've been watching this man investigating for decades. Was covering his trail good, but he started getting very sloppy. And the FBI, all they need is one slip. And Sean P. Diddy slipped up, and the FBI didn't really have a lot until he starts slipping up. You know when? Do you know when P. Diddy starts slipping up? Okay. Hear what I'm saying, people. And this go for anyone. Whenever you think that you are bigger than the music industry, you have a big problem because they're going to tear you down. All of this information the music world knew about Pete Diddy for years, and then they know a lot of things about people. We could only speak for Sean Cole right now, but the FBI been investigating for Pete Diddy for decades with an S. It could be 2 decades or 3 decades. I'm thinking it's going all 3 decades. And who did P. Diddy socialize himself with for over the 30 years? DJ Khalil, Jay-Z, Rick Ross. Those four. Things will happen, guys. Things gonna happen so badly and so quickly that people gonna think that the FBI is making up certain things. But guess what? Just like Jay-Z could make a statement, don't you think other people will make statements? Don't you think other people will make, just like Jay-Z could come out and make a statement, don't you think other people will make statement? Let me tell you something, guys. I'm going to say it again. Where there is smoke, I believe there is fire. There is fire. There is fire. And right now, I don't care what anyone say. You do not want to have anything to do, especially when it comes to underage and SA people. You are heading for trouble because when the FBI get when they're dead or when they're gonna put their full effort, which I know they put effort, but when they start to put when they start to dig in, people, that's one thing the FBI don't joke is human trafficking. That's one thing I know the FBI do not joke with. Any law enforcement do not joke when you are trafficking people, especially underage girls and boys, especially. So once FBI got wind of that, they're going to start to dig. And people, I believe the FBI already been digging. And what you see now, I believe, I don't know how these tape are being released. New tape been servicing with Jay-Z and P. Diddy and DJ Khalil and Rick Ross. Video just resurfing, guys. Someone is controlling that social media. Who, I don't know, but all I know is who have the most control of everything? The government. Let's get to the point of sponsors. The biggest one, well, one of the biggest one, the NFL. They have been talking that the NFL have their eyes open and said, we don't like this type of, we don't want no type of allegations, because where there's allegations, there's truth. And I'm not talking about people that make false claims and file false claims in court. I'm talking about someone make a legal allegation to go in the right path to seek damages. Yes, it's not about the money. As Professor X said about money, yes, if you do something to a certain person, yes, you're entitled to pay them. Yes. And he's saying that the money that this girl is, to me, it was not about money towards the lawyer. So the lawyer said it wasn't about the money. It was about to have a meeting, a mediation to find out what happened. That's what a mediation is, guys. A mediation, sometimes what it is, when you sometimes when you have a case in court and it's serious, but it's, and the judge said, when there's a strong possibility we have a mediation and work something out. So what it is, a mediation is just you and the person that who are involved in certain things have a discussion with someone. They are a neutral party, do not take side, just to hear both parties point of view, and so wait a minute here, and trying to rectify the situation where that is where the lawyer, but he wasn't said about money. But now Jay-Z come about, not getting one red cent, one red penny, blah, blah, blah. Then the lawyer came back, fired back, and said, oh, we have, listen, Jay-Z said they're going to expose him for the fraud he is. Let me tell you something. You better be careful and don't do things because out of pride, and you think, oh, your word, because your status of who you are, and people going to listen to you. It's not about that no more. Nobody going to listen, especially what's going on now in social media, P. Diddy and all these, R. Kelly, all these cases. No one is taking a chance with nothing. So right now, the sponsorship, Jay-Z might be in big trouble when it come down to the NFL. They don't joke. They don't want to socialize themselves with nothing about sexual assault or any type of crime. They would drop you like a bad habit. And most likely he took a hit this week overall of his investments. People saying on social media that his stocks had went down. Is there more information that will come out? Most likely, yes. A lot of stuff is going on to come up next year. It's going to be wild. All weapon will be drawn from our government to our society. It will be a dumping year for sure. Yes, it is. The year 2025. The year 25 is a year of acknowledgement. It's not exposed. It's a year of acknowledgement where people are like, I didn't know. And it's not about exposure, because they've already been exposed. What it is acknowledgement. When you acknowledge something, that means you acknowledge what's going on. So this is the truth. Yes, the truth will be told, not exposed, because the truth is there. The truth will be told, because the truth is there, but the truth going to be told, and people going to be like, but I thought, no, because these people, what they're portraying, they're giving you a sense of they're beguiling you. And that's the word we've been using for the last month and a half, the word beguile. So I always tell people in this, people acknowledge what actually been going on. Yes, that's what it is. The year 25 is that acknowledgement. That's what it is. The year 2025 is the acknowledgement of what people been saying for years. And if you go back, my topic this morning, the black community know the truth. We know the truth is there, but people don't want to acknowledge it. So what it is, the Most High now going to, not say the Most High now going to start, people going to start hearing the truth. And the thing is, once you hear the truth, you will know. Because what it is, the person who are doing are being revealed, they know that they've been telling people a lie. So when the truth come now, there's nothing they could do with the truth, because you cannot, you see, with the truth, you cannot turn it, you cannot bend it, you cannot transfer it, because the truth is the truth. But what people do, tell you half of the truth. So when you tell people half of the truth and not the whole truth, you could corrupt them and give them some type of manipulation and beguile them, because you're not giving them the whole truth. But when you give a person the whole truth now, you cannot beguile them no more, because they know the truth is the truth. There's nothing you could do with the truth. You cannot turn it. You cannot bend it. Once you know the truth is the truth. There is no looking over your shoulder. Don't you know these people, once they tell a lie, what they do? They got to tell another lie. So all of these famous people, they're portraying this deceivement or beguiling people. They're telling people nonsense. So they do everything in their power to cover it. But guess what? The true creator is saying, It's time for acknowledgement. And that is what we're going to get next year, 2025. It's a year of acknowledgement of the truth. That's what it is, guys. What's been going on for the last 30 years is a disgrace in the music industry, because these people actually destroy people career. Look what happened to Damien Dash. I don't know if Damien Dash going to see. I feel something for that brother. I always, when I see him, man, and I mean this from my heart. When I see Damien Dash, he's like a sheep that been led astray, and he's hurt, man. He's hurt. You could tell Jay-Z hurt that man. He hurt him. He hurt Damien Dash so bad that Damien Dash, as a man, he hurt him, because to what I'm discerning from, he cannot understand how Jay-Z went that route. Damien Dash said there were some people. Damien Dash said there were some people that came around and his partner went that direction, he went this direction. I'm not going to say in the detail what he said, but what I'm saying for Damien Dash, he wasn't expecting that from Jay-Z, who that they form a bond, guys. And Damien Dash got, Jay-Z hurt Damien Dash so bad, man. On a business level, he did not expect that from Jay-Z. And when that happened, you could see it, man. You could see it. My father loved Jay-Z. I never really got into much of his music, but it was definitely unexpected. Yes. Damien Dash did a podcast the other day. I think it was yesterday or Monday. Yesterday was Wednesday. Either Tuesday or Wednesday. And the person asked him, you heard about the allegation against Jay-Z. He said, I don't care about Jay-Z. He said, I don't worry about next man. He got to worry about his problem. I have my own problem. I don't know if Damien Dash will see this video, but let me tell you something, brother. I see your point, and I feel for him because he's hurting. It's not a hurt. It's not a hurt where make him a less of man. It's a hurt of disappointing and betrayal. Oh my God. Till this day, Damien Dash is hurt. He's hurt because he didn't expect that from Jay-Z, where they had a bond, guys, and corruption and money. That's what their fallout was, over money. And like I said, there was a point in their career, certain people was coming around, and Damien Dash went the other way. Let me tell you something, Damien Dash. I don't know if you're going to see this video, but I pray to the Most High this video just come across his whatever, phone, whatever. And this is directly Damien Dash. Let me tell you something. Count your blessings. What the enemy planned for wickedness, the Creator used it for good. It's not luck. I don't believe in luck, Damien Dash. The Creator made things went that way because you could have went that way too. You was thinking about it. But when you realize the sacrifice that you have to make, the long run is not going to worth it. What you're seeing going on now, Damien Dash, you could have been part of it. You would have been in the middle of it, because they would have made you the middleman. Because Damien Dash wasn't a rapper. He said he knew how to dance, but he was mostly like a manager, promoter, executive, things like that. The businessman, the brain. Damien Dash got hurt so bad that he got beguiled, people, big time. And when a person beguiled you, it's not a stranger. It's not someone that you don't know, because the person who beguiled you is a person that know your family, know your wife, know your husband, know your kids, your grandmother, know your friends, know a lot about you. But on the other hand, their plan or agenda for you is something different. And Damien Dash did not expect that from him. Until now, Damien Dash still in grievement. Every time this man come on TV, you could see the hurt in his pain when he speak about Jay-Z. You could see it. You could see it. And I pray to the Most High that Damien Dash, you know, get some type of resolvement. And Damien Dash, you have to learn to forgive. Forgive Jay-Z, man. Forgive him, brother. Let it go. I'm telling you, 'cause it's not doing you no good. It's hurting you. It's not hurting that man. That man don't give a damn about you, Damien Dash. It's hurting you because I see it. I see it's affecting you. Health-wise. Health-wise, man, it's affecting you. Mentally and health-wise affecting Damien Dash. Because he got hurt so bad, man. He got beguiled, people. When I say beguiled, he got beguiled so bad, everything just got root from him, taken away with nothing. And the reason why Damien Dash is hurt, because he never expect that from Jay-Z, the person that they had a bond. And Damien Dash, let me tell you something. It's good that it went that way, because let me tell you something. If you were still within that fraternity, you'd have been thrown to the wolves. You would have been thrown to the wolves. So you better give the creator and praises that you cut your association with them. And they went east, you went north. They went south, you went west. It's a good thing. And I pray to the Most High that you see that, because you would have been the person that every person would be looking at you, say you are a monster, you are this. Everything that happened to them would have been you. So the creator said, you know what? This man have a good heart. Damien Dash have a good heart, guys. He have a good heart. That's why that business and bond will never, because what do light and darkness have in common? Nothing, guys. Nothing. And I had a show was supposed to do about darkness and light. What do darkness and light? I was supposed to do a show on that, and to break it down, because this word beguile, we're gonna start today at it's like Eminem turn Andre would be very heartbreak. Yes. So when yeah. So we're gonna do a study on that today with Tasha 8 o'clock p.m. So I want you guys to join us tonight, 8 o'clock. We probably gonna be here for like an hour, maybe 2 hours. Depends, guys. It's our first episode. We're gonna do a presentation, introduce what we're gonna be speaking about. It's gonna be maybe like, I believe Tasha gonna be on every Thursday. We're gonna do this series until the creator said move on to the next thing. And I believe that this topic gonna help a lot of people that never look at this word God. This word been in biblical world for a very long time. The first time you saw this word is in Genesis. And Genesis mean in the beginning, the origin. But that word just didn't start here. We would break it down. That word, and Damien Dash got beguiled, and he's hurt. And I pray to God that he will release it. You have to release it, man. I'm telling you, Damien Dash. If you do not release that, it's staying you, and it's not good vibes that stay in you, because that bad vibes is not coming from the creator. It's coming from an entity that want to take you. So you need to let it go. Let it go. If you don't let it go, man, and I see that it's hurting this man mentally and physically. what went down 20-something years ago or a couple years ago. You know, everything went what this man worked hard for, and he haven't been the same since, you know, because he wasn't expecting that, you know, from his friend, God. You have to go. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. All right, later. All right, thank you. Yeah, we be here 8 o'clock tonight. I will put something in the community tonight that we're gonna go live 8 o'clock. So you know, post so everybody know. You know, communication. So you know what I mean. You know, it's sad, man, where you know that people don't understand that, you know, in this thank you Delta, in the year 2024, you know, like Cat Williams, but oh, Cat Williams exposed. No, people, Cat Williams didn't expose. It was just, it was time for that word to be said. And at the time, Cat Williams was the only one to deliver that message in that type of way. Because a lot of people have been delivering that message over the years and nobody was receiving it. So what happened? The creator made it to the point where he know that even though I really don't watch Club, no, Shannon Sharp. I don't call him the other name. I believe the other name is being controlled by an entity that is very suspicious to Shannon Sharp. It's very suspicious. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I will know sooner or later. So yeah, Shannon Sharp. It's a lot all going on. It's a lot. But you know what I mean? What we gotta realize, man, Hollywood did a lot in our community, beguile our community. We had one person that go around to churches, make movies off of black people back, pretending to be a woman, going into church and doing all type of nonsense. And this is what the beguilement in our community. These people, they are leeches. These people are sheep. These people are we call it we call it wolf in sheep clothing. These people are deceiving. What they say to you, you know, is different. What they mean is different. These people are not your friend, guys. All they want to do is to take you for a ride, and you don't want to go to that place where they're going, guys, because these people, where they're going, they want misery, and misery love company. And guess what? They're not going to have my company. Thank you for joining me this morning, guys. Bless up, guys. Thank you for joining me. Listen, guys, I will be on later. Our first show, like I said, on Beguile, man, starting 8 o'clock tonight with Tasha. Until later, guys. Enough love. All right.